Hi guys! Today we are doing 2 truths, 1 lie. Judge us if you can hear bagpipes in the background.
My brother is practicing.
And it's very loud,
And this is the only time we can film it currently, so...
So yeah, and you can hear it in every room in the house, so...
It's like warming up, it's not even playing tunes. Oh well, please try and ignore it if you can.
Yeah. Okay, so should we get on with the video?
Yeah! Can we go that way because that's not my fault bed. I lived in Australia for a year. I really like football. I can do a front tuck on land.
Well, I know you lived in Australia for a year. Wait, did you? No, you did. No, it was just like, did you live in Australia for 11 months? Plot twist. I didn't know you liked football. I don't think you can't do a front tuck on land. I would have known. You would have shown me. I'm going to say that's a lie. Wait, with support? Is it with support?
No. It's landing on a crash mat, but like landing. It's just like landing. Squat with a big run up. Just normal size. Run up. Jump.
I'm going to say you really like football then, is the lie.
Final answer?
Yeah.
No, it's lived in Australia for a year.
You what?
I lived in there for over a year and a half.
I thought that I was like...
I know, when you said 11 times I was like, oh my god, she's gonna get it right.
When I was little, one of my Barbie's legs broke off and I was really upset, so I made a rocking chair as her wheelchair. I was in school, we were watching a movie, and this was like kind of near Christmas time. We were watching a movie and I found this movie so terrifying. I was like crying my eyes out, I was so scared. So I went back into the classroom when they were setting up for the nativity and they were like, oh, how do we cheer up, how do we like fix it? And the only way they could is to give me the role of Mary. So I was Mary in the play. When I was little, I had an imaginary gran instead of an imaginary friend. But when I went to Brownie Camp, I came home with a new imaginary friend called Bob Andrews. And no one knew where he'd come from. To be honest, neither did I.
I think the lie is the imaginary gran and Bob Andrews.
The lie is actually Mary.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
I was Mary. It's just not because I was crying.
I can imagine you actually like being like that. It's just because you were constantly looking at your phone for the last one. You were like reading it. I tried to breed snails with one of my friends.
Tried to breed them?
Yeah.
So you said you tried to breathe them.
Snails, if you didn't know, are boys and girls. I go horse riding every year at Easter for 5 days as like a Easter camp with my fam. I've made the legit perfect muffin. It was actually the best. Like, I made it all by myself. I was so proud.
So what was in the muffin? What was the magic?
The muffin was a banana bread. Like, we were making a banana bread loaf and we had extra mixture, so we made 2 muffins and one of them was the perfect shape. It was like perfect, you know when you get like the round, like perfect round shape. It was like that and I was just like, I'm so proud.
Where do you go riding?
In North Berwick.
And what was the other one again?
I bred snails.
Oh, did it work?
No.
Which one's a lie?
You have to guess.
Which one is the lie? Yeah, but I guessed the muffin.
Okay, that was true. The muffin I made, I didn't make it on my own. I made it with my friend Ellen.
So it was a lie?
Yep.
1-0 to Saz. Question numero 2.
I'll get like no points on
Numero
this.
2, numero 2.
Numero 2, numero 2,
Numero 2. When I was wee, I had a toy car that me and my sister always used to play with, but I would sit on the top of the car and she would sit inside the car and drive it about. When me and my dad went to the open golf tournament, so me and my dad went to the open golf tournament, and we were on the telly for a split second, like in the background. The first time I played on my first trampoline, I fell through the door and hit my head, like fell backwards and hit my head on the ground.
Was the first one about you
Car.
Car. I think that one's a lie.
I think that's a lie.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
It is wrong.
Oh.
The split second Taylor one.
Oh, because I saw the picture of you. It was a golf club. I knew it wasn't the trampoline one. When I was little in nursery, the first day in nursery, I was like, pumped, guys, I'm going to nursery. First day, some guy called. First day I went, there was a slime pit. It was heaven. It was pink slime. Perfect. I went over there to go and play. It's like, oh yeah, I got all my friends. He threw slime straight at my face. Just like, no reason why. I started crying because it was in my eyes and everything. I was like screaming and crying, having like complete like hysterics. It just so emotional. In nursery, again, I went to wraparound, which was after nursery, so I did mornings and afternoons at this time, and I used to have these eye patches because I cannot see out of this eye. It's like everything's blurred. And because I couldn't see out of this eye properly, I would fall asleep. I would just fall asleep in nursery because I was so tired after a morning of nursery, then wrap around, and then they were reading stories and I would just fall straight asleep, and everyone would get really jealous of the eye patches. But P2, I went home crying from school because we had to decide whether we wanted to keep the sand pit or the water box, and I thought this was so emotional, the biggest decision in my life. So I went home crying and started asking my mum about it. It was like, I don't know what to choose, and it was like really, really emotional.
I think that the last one is the lie.
Final answer? Wrong.
Oh, what was it?
The lie was the eye patches.
I love cucumber. Well, I used to, but I only eat it in circles because it tastes different if it's in sticks. It tastes disgusting if it's in sticks. When I first rode a horse, I kept getting a row because I wasn't holding on. I was like waving to everyone, and I kept getting a row because she was like, you have to hold on, you have to hold on. But I was like so happy, I was like, woo! And also, when we were in London for the first time, we walked past the Sherlock filming set because they just like film it in the middle of the street. And we saw this guy, I actually can't remember his name right now, which is really bad, but he's in Nativity, and he was like, what's his face's Benedict Cumberbatch's friend, like his little sidekick, and we saw him. It was like quite far away, but we saw him. We didn't see Benedict Cumberbatch though. I think the horse riding one might be a lie. I agree with you on the cucumber thing. They taste so much better circles. I actually truly believe that. Like, I can imagine the first time you're on a horse, it's so scary. Like, I was scared. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall. I was like holding on for dear life. It is the truth.
Oh, what was the lie? The
Sherlock.
sad times. When I was younger, I had this doll. Just nice little doll with this boy. I was really young, so I got all the attention, and he got so jealous that he ripped my doll's head off and flushed her down the toilet. Aww. When I was a baby, we were at another set of people's house, and again, I was the little baby girl, and they were all boys. My brother, and then the other family had 3 other boys, so I was like a girl, and all the parents were like, oh, it's so cute. So I was upstairs having a nap in just like a crib thing in one of the boys' bedrooms. That boy came in with a metal car and started whacking my face with it until it started bleeding. But yeah, I got beaten up as a baby.
Did someone not come get you?
Yeah, they did.
Did they like shout at him?
Yeah. Like quite badly. The next thing is when I was in Australia, every day, be like walking to school. We had a big hill to come up and then a big hill to go down, and then there was a school. And I thought I would be really, really smart and try and roll down the hill. It was just a plain concrete hill. So I was rolling down this hill. My mum was running after me. My brother's on the scooter going like, wee! It was like running after me, apparently, and then literally I just like stopped. My brother stopped, like, hit into me. My mum stopped. I mean, just, like, all, like, stopped. Because there's, a pram with someone, like, coming up. And I just, like, stopped rolling. My brother, like, hit into me. Then my mum, like, didn't face plant, like, fell over. And she was just, like... I was a really smart kid rolling down a concrete hill. I had like so many stones that, you know, like the little stones like almost stick into your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's what happened.
So I know rolling down the concrete hill is the truth because you've told me that before. I'm pretty sure that's why I was smiling at you, because when you said there was a hill going up and a hill going down, I was like, I know this one. Unless you're like twisted the story, maybe you have.
I do like rolling down concrete hills.
I think it's one of the two baby ones, but I can't decide. I feel like hitting a baby on the head with a metal
Me getting
bar.
hit in the head.
I think that's a bit over the top, so I'm gonna say that's the lie.
Nope.
What was
That
it?
did happen, and so did the doll thing.
Oh my
I
god!
rolled down a hill, but none of the getting stopped or anything. I just rolled down the hill, and then stopped. My mum was screaming after me because there was a road at the bottom, so I just stopped. And then my brother was like, "Why did you stop?" I'm like, "No, but it's a lie. There was no baby coming up in a pram. I'm sorry." But it's still pretty stupid of me to roll down a concrete hill.
Yeah, like I'm so annoyed at that because I was so confident with that because I was like, yes, I know this one. She's told me this before. Sorry guys, I'm like blowing my nose in this video like so much. But I have a dog called Jessie, and the reason she's called Jessie is because at the time I was obsessed with Jessie J, so we named her after Jessie J. One time I had this blue sparkly wig, and I wore it to the shops and pretended I was a superstar. One time I was going on my scooter down a hill, and no, it was my bike or something like that, and I was going down this hill, and the hill was so steep that I went down. I got my head stuck in the fence that was at the bottom of the hill because my brakes didn't work. So I was going down, I was pressing the bikes, I was like screaming, and then I bashed into a roadworks fence and my head got stuck in it. But always wear a helmet, kids, because guess what my dad did? He just unclipped my helmet and I just came straight out. So
nice. You know, like wig, definitely, like if you were definitely younger and stuff, that would be very believable. But the thing, I feel like you could be like twisting the story about getting your head, like I've never heard you say that, or not like I can remember, about getting your head like stuck in the road things. But I feel like it might have happened.
yeah.
It's just like a guessing game.
Okay. Well, why don't you ask me more questions then?
So, the roadworks thing, who were you out with?
I was out with my friend Erin, and we were, she came to my house and she was like, "Oh, do you want to come out and play with me?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we were going up her house because she lived in the Olympics.
I think that one's a lie.
Do you?
Yep.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you said that your dad got you out.
Yeah, my dad was there because I was younger. I wasn't allowed to go there by myself. He came with us.
Oh. Still, just for the sake of it, gonna say it's a lie.
Yeah, that one's a lie.
Yes!
Damn it.
As long as, like, because the fact that you were like, yeah, but this, I was like, well, you weren't really that panicked, but I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go with it. That means I get 1-0. Oh my goodness. Okay!
Oh, was it 1-0? I don't know.
I don't know, guys. Guys, you have to tell us. Just either with a draw or a not draw.
So, yeah, oh my god, the lighting is so orange. What is wrong?
Sorry, guys, we not got the best lighting in the world. But we try for you.
We try for you guys. So remember to like, comment and subscribe. Because if you don't know me, so I love this and Isla vibes. We out.